Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a very long time since I've been here, but today I bring you a jam-packed organizational kitchen redo remodel. This is the before. I'm going to be organizing all of these cupboards, donating a few items to charity because we have a lot of stuff that we're not using, and just getting all the cupboards together because it's a hot mess right now, like really a hot mess. I'm going to be reorganizing with an organizational system for all the spices in this cupboard here. And then it's going to be so that it's more functional for us. We have a lot of things just all over the place that don't functionally make sense. And I want to be able to put stuff in its place and it be used, be helpful to us in an appropriate area. So welcome back to the channel. Thank you for sticking around, waiting it out. I appreciate all the love and the people that have reached out to ask me what's going on with the channel, but we will get to talking about it while throughout this video I'll be talking. So sorry, it'll be a little chitty chatty. So if you are new to the channel, my name is Latoya. I am a wife, a mother, and I like to do YouTube in my spare time. I really like decorating, anything organizational wise, cleaning. I like to watch those videos myself on YouTube. And so I thought, why not shoot a couple videos and see where it goes. So I'm just doing what I like to do. Thank you for stopping by. Please watch the videos, share with your friends, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I can't promise I'll be consistent all the time. There's a lot going on in our world at home currently. But I will try to get a video out whenever I can. So there's no set schedule. But please go back, watch the prior videos, enjoy being here, and thank you so much for watching. Also, just wanted to say quickly here, I apologize for some of the angles of the camera. My kitchen is small. It's was really hard for me to find a good spot to put my tripod to shoot. Also, my hair is a total poof ball and it does get in the way, and I apologize for that as well. This video was shot over 3 days. I worked on the kitchen literally gangbusters from Friday to Monday, Monday morning early. So I took the entire weekend to do it. So you'll see that throughout the video. It's different varying times of day. It's nighttime, it's daytime. So just wanted to apologize now for some of the angles and that my hair will probably be in the way. I wasn't thinking, I was just trying to get it all done. Enjoy. So I started out by sorting through all the things that I was going to donate. Those were the items you saw me wrapping with the packing paper. And then I went through the cabinets, the first one to see what I wanted to keep. All the bottles that we use, extra cups that we might need. Here I'm going to kind of make a coffee station because we use our Keurig every day for coffee. So I'm just going to make this cabinet here more functional by making it a a a coffee, a coffee station. So I'm going to put coffee on the bottom, and then once I put coffee on the bottom, then it'll be close for us to use our Keurig every day. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort through everything here, all of our glasses that we use daily, our plates that we use daily, which is in the right area for us to reach, turn around for the stove. If you look at the top of the fridge, I'm sorry I didn't get a closer shot. It is full of stuff. All of that will be going, and all the things on the refrigerator as well that that's just taking up room and just cluttering the kitchen. So stick around. I promise it'll be worth it to watch till the end. folks. When I tell you this is my absolute nightmare in the kitchen, the problem child is our pantry. It is small. We are happy it's there because we have a place to store all this junk, but then it collects food. Everything gets lost in the back. You keep rebuying the same things you have. If you look here, I'm going through all the things to see how many, what's expired, what's not expired, what's junk, what do we need to keep. And it was astounding the amount of things that were expired because they were hidden in the back. So this area got full attention, full carefully going through every single detail and organizing and space planning in order to save money in regards to rebuying the things that we already have and saving on food spoilage, throwing stuff away, just throwing food out. We no longer want to have any part or anything to do with that. So we have committed to, saying me and my family, have committed to getting this area together and keeping it that way for as long as we can, to just continue to make sure that we're not overspending, buying groceries, especially nowadays with things, prices, the way they are. You just want to be able to save money and use the things that you need, get the things that you need other than having all this stuff piled up and it not being used. So I'm going to take my time going through, looking at all the boxes to ensure expiration dates weren't met. And if they were, we're just throwing the things out. And whatever is left, I will assess to see if we need anything else, which I highly doubt. And then we'll go from there. Case in point, 4 boxes of cake mixes, all expired because they were hidden in the back of the pantry. Like I stated earlier, I did this over the course of the weekend. So you'll see my daughter pop in here and there in the videos, asking me to do stuff, change channels and do things like that for her. As usual, I always have dishes to put away or dishes to do. So I'm just cutting this portion here in as well. I still made dinner, lunch, all throughout this cleaning process. They'll have to be wife and mom. So you'll see here, I'm just trying to put away all of the dishes that were washed previously so that I can go ahead and wash whatever is around to be washed from lunch and dinner. So these are all the items that were removed out of the pantry. Most of it you could see is really pantry items, canned goods, flour, and things of that nature. So here is the empty pantry, all cleaned out. It is very dirty in there. Not dirty, but it has like a lot of food things. And on the floor there, that's not dirt. It's actually baking soda. It spilled in there while I was trying to remove it. We use it on our carpet. Just some ASMR here. I like seeing things being poured, so I thought, hey, why not include it in this video? So I'm just refilling our soap bottle here for dishwashing. So I started by thoroughly cleaning in the inside of the pantry. There was a spill. Looked like it was ketchup or some type of sauce, barbecue sauce going down the side there. So I cleaned that thoroughly with my spray and wash. And then I went back over with soap and water just to make sure I got rid of it all. And just wiped it out. I do not like the grates on the shelves, so I wanted to cover it with something simple. My daughter had, believe it or not, just a lot of hard cardboard paper for her school supplies. And I thought, hey, maybe I'll measure this out and put them on top instead of like going to get wood and getting it measured. And this is just my shortcut way. You don't have to. Clearly, there are better ways. I just thought of this on the fly because I really hate the grates and I did not want to have the things falling through the little slots like they normally do. So it kind of worked out perfectly, the cardboard paper sitting there. And I think we're going to be moving from this place in the early part of 2023. So I don't want to go get measurements for it and get wood put there or anything of that nature because, we'll be here not too much longer. So here I am going to start the process of restocking the supplies, organizing the snacks, fruit snacks, and things that my daughter uses, things that we use, and just get everything organized. I bought all of the containers I'm using for organizing at TJ Maxx. I think I might have gotten a couple of them. These long ones were from Ross. I got them from either TJ Maxx or Ross, in between those two places, because I feel like their storage solutions are, you can see what they are versus buying something on Amazon. Not saying that you shouldn't or you can't if it's more convenient, but sometimes just getting a look at the item up close, you'll know if it works rather than ordering it, getting it, then have to return it and reorder. So these little stores, TJ Maxx and Ross, sometimes you go in Burlington, they have these storage solutions. And also some of the times too, you don't have to necessarily use what the item says on there that it should be used for. Like these ones on the counter, those plastic ones are for folding t-shirts for a drawer. Well, I found that it worked perfectly in the pantry. It was the perfect fit how it was able to lay out. These iron or metal risers, I've had them forever. In fact, I think I've had them for about 10 years. They've been in the pantry. My idea was to use them for the pantry organization, and I never got around to doing it. So they were just sitting in there. There's just never enough time in my day for all that I have to do. There really isn't. But there's my daughter stealing a cookie. But yeah, these metal things were from Walmart. I remember that. I bought them years ago. I think Walmart still does carry them. If you want to use them, you'll see how I use them later on. So I did buy these canisters that I'm putting the pretzels in at Walmart as well. They had a box set of these canisters. There were 5 in the box, and it was only $19.99, which I thought was super reasonable in comparison to Amazon, where these things are upwards of $30 to $40. So I got those for like our bagged items, chips, snacks, and things of that nature. And if you saw earlier, I was writing the expiration date on the bottom just so that we'll know, when it expires, so that we don't go ahead and continue to eat them, or we can just throw them out if we're done. Or well, knowing my husband, those cookies will be gone because those are his favorites. So I'm just going through, still organizing, planning what to put into what. These containers I've had for a while. I bought them off Amazon, these plastic containers here. I put flour in them, normally sugar, flour, oatmeal are in those. My daughter loves oatmeal, absolutely loves oatmeal. So we buy those all the time. I switched them around and put the oatmeal in the larger container because we buy it all the time. So we're always using oatmeal for her and for her breakfast, or sometimes she demands oatmeal for dinner. And we comply because she's a picky eater. So find something that she likes, we give it to her. And that's what we've been doing with the oatmeal. The brand I use is an off-brand. If you've been with me for a little while, I'm originally from Jamaica. And so the brand of oatmeal I'm using, it's not like the regular type. It's the one you get from the Jamaican distributing brand. I use that a lot, and she tends to like it. So just refilling everything. Like I said, I do have 2 containers for flour because we do use that a lot as well. I make a couple of things that require flour all the time. So, and here is just our rice. This is a new container, which was one of the containers that came in that pack of 5, like I said earlier, from Walmart. And it was just the perfect size for everything, for all the rice that we have. And then just put it all together, and it worked. It worked perfectly the way it should. So here I am starting the process of organizing. I do have a Lazy Susan on the 3rd shelf at the bottom there. It has vinegar, our cooking oils, sauces, barbecue sauce. We can turn it, to get to whatever one of those things instead of them just being all, taking up space one bottle at a time on a shelf. So I thought the Lazy Susan worked perfectly there. I'm just organizing the top. And unfortunately, like I said, with the camera angle, right now the camera is sitting on top of the washing machine, which is across from the pantry. So it doesn't get all the way up the top. And then my hair is like in the way. So I apologize again, guys, but I will give you an end shot of how it came out. I did utilize all of the shelves, and even the bottom I organized differently. On the floor I put my ground provisions like potatoes and things of that nature, trash bags, baking soda, a little bit of storage items, but everything else food wise was on the shelf put up. And then on the very top shelf in the back, we had some items that sit on the cabinet in the kitchen, on the cabinet at the tops. So I put them in the pantry so that the kitchen would be free of things on top of the cabinet. Of course, we didn't get rid of all of the things that sit on top of the cabinet there, but the majority of things are gone, so it doesn't feel as cluttered when you walk into the kitchen. So believe it or not, for this pantry makeover, right before we left, I was also packing because we were going on vacation. It was going to be my husband's birthday. and we were going to Jamaica. So I had multiple things going on here. But here is the final result of what the pantry looked like when I was done. The floor is all clean, even though it looks brown there. It's just shadow. People, I did clean it. So there's the rice, the flour, and all the shelving unit, the Lazy Susan, our cookies, my daughter's snacks, our onions, and all that things on the floor. That's normally held down there anyway. All right. So here we are starting the spice cabinet. Is what you call that, spices. It was a disaster in there. I started to take them out before getting a before shot, but I think I had one earlier, so you would have seen what it looked like. And I have been dying to do this area, along with the pantry. This cabinet in the pantry, I have been dying to get it together. Here, I just built lima beans or whatever these are. My husband makes them all the time. I don't eat it. And he leaves the bag open all the time. So now I have to go ahead and clean all the lima beans off the floor because I just spilled all of it because I did not know the bag was open. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So I had to stop to go ahead and clean this up. So I'm going to go ahead and let the music play. But for the most part, I'll just be putting spices in those little spice jars that everybody has that are so cute. I bought them off Amazon. I did clean them, even though I cleaned them and put them right back in the box. So don't believe I didn't sterilize before putting my seasoning in there. But I did. And then you'll see that took me hours to do because the spices took forever to get into the bottles for whatever reason. So if you're going to do this project, just know that you have to have patience to put all this stuff in the bottle because it does take a while. I also bought a shelving system for inside of the cabinet from Walmart. You'll see that momentarily, to put the spices on. So also on this day, it was a Sunday. It was cold and drizzly, and my mom came over. So you'll see her make her debut in my video today. She was just interested in what I was doing. and why I was doing it, but she knew how my cabinets were. She knew how unorganized I am. It was in those areas. So she was happy also that I was getting it all done. And so, yeah, we were just chit chatting, talking. So you'll see her come in and out of the kitchen. She was also helping with my daughter, who kept coming into the kitchen as well because she wanted to help. But in this process, it was difficult to have her help because of the spices, the seasoning, and the sneezing with the pepper and, all the items in the spices. So my mom came over at the right time so that I could try to get this done. But like I said, it did take some level or amount of patience to get all the spices put in the bottle, then finding the labels for the front of the bottle, the top of the bottle, and then organizing it all. So it did take a little bit longer than I anticipated. At one point, I stopped using the little funnel it came with and just started doing it myself, eyeballing it, because I was just like, it'll be faster. But then it started going on the counter. It was just work. Okay. All in all, though, I will say I'm very satisfied with the bottles, the shaker, the amount that comes out when you shake it, the durability of the labeling, because sometimes you're cooking, your hand is wet, you might take up the bottle and leave smudge marks or take the paper off, but no, they've been very resilient because we cook a lot. We're always in the kitchen, we're always using spices, and the bottles have held up pretty well. I'm very happy and pleased with this purchase. So even though it was a little bit annoying to get the labels on, to get the spices into the bottle, it was worth it because it looks so nice when they're all done and all put together, and the bottles are very durable. The labeling is durable. So here I am. This is Monday morning, I think. Next day, I am just going to be organizing. Those bottles that you see are just the extras that were left that couldn't fit in the bottle and are just in standby for refill, which is great. So I put them all in the back, which is out of the way and not cluttered or just, lined up there for no reason. So once the ones in the bottles or display bottles are finished, I have it on hand to refill. So there's a space for refilling, and then there's a space for the everyday use spices. So the little shelving unit, that brown unit that's in there, I bought it from Walmart. I believe it was $14. My mom has a similar system. Hers is plastic, and that's where I got the idea from to go ahead and get one. And it is perfect. It fits in the cabinet perfectly. It could be a little wider, but all in all, I'm not disappointed because on the side here, you see I have other spices that are in irregular shaped bottles, hot sauces, food sauces, and things of that nature. I am Jamaican, like I said. We eat a lot of curry. I love curry powder. I like anything with curry in it. And so you'll see, curry everywhere because we buy curry all the time. So I was trying to pour it in this bottle by eyeballing it instead of using the funnel because I was trying to do it quickly. And so that didn't work. And then ended up having to use the funnel anyway so that it didn't get all over the counter, as you can see here. And now for the ending, guys. Thank you for sticking around with me throughout this entire video. I know it was a bit longer than usual, but there was just so much footage. So here's all of my organizing. All of our snacks are in clear bins. You can see them. Our potatoes, our onions are on the floor. There are Lazy Susan with all of her liquid items. This miscellaneous drawer, that was a perfect fit and a perfect buy. It held it holds our matches and things that we don't want the baby playing with in there. Just miscellaneous items that are packed up and in one neat area and covered. And then all of our pastas, rice, flour, sugar, the candies all the way at the top. And so to hide from my daughter, but she still saw it. And so she still asked for candy all the time. But the pantry was it took work, and I'm so very pleased with it. Our bread is no longer on the refrigerator where it's nice and hot. So it's all put up. So this is the final cleaned kitchen. Very, very happy with it. Stove is clean. Counters are all clear and clean. There's less items everywhere. Those pots couldn't fit anywhere else, so we had to leave them up there. But they're out of the way. The cabinets, as you know, that bottom, I've done a video. You can go and check it out to see the bottom. But most of the items up there have been taken down. The refrigerator is all clean and nothing on the top, which was my aim. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, share the video with your friends. Just enjoy. Thank you for coming back and watching with me. Again, here's another shot of my pantry. I'm just so proud of it. I had to keep looking at it. But thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, share the videos with friends. And if there's anything you want to see me do, please comment in the comment box. Please comment what you think about how everything turned out. I really appreciate your feedback. Anything that you saw that you would want me to fix, or ideas of things to organize. I'm open to learning more. I'm just trying to declutter and take care of all of this stuff. Have a good week.